Okay, let's just get right into it. This isn't about the AI that you mess around with, like ChatGPT. Nope. We're talking about something else entirely. A kind of shadow AI that's quietly making a tiny group of people unbelievably rich, and it is happening so much faster than anyone realizes. All right, think about this for a second. While you were asleep last night, someone out there made around $4 million. Yeah, and they didn't lift a finger, they didn't even make a single decision. So how on earth is that even possible? Well, the answer, of course, is AI. That $4 million, that's about what Jeff Bezos' automated AI systems can pull in for him overnight. I mean, just imagine a workforce that never ever sleeps. It's just constantly working, constantly earning for you. And honestly, that's just scratching the surface.
So to really get how this all works, we've got to start with the stock market. Because, AI has totally flipped it on its head. We're now in a world where algorithms are just flat out beating the smartest human investors who have ever lived.
Yeah, that whole image you have in your head of traders yelling on the floor of the stock exchange, you can just throw that right out the window. That's not how it works anymore. Today, something else is in charge. Get this, over 70%, 70 of all trades are made by super-fast algorithms, not people.
And this right here, this shows you just how huge the gap is. It's kind of nuts. On one side, you've got this super secretive AI-powered fund called the Medallion Fund. Its average annual return, 66%. On the other side, you have Warren Buffett. I mean, maybe the greatest human investor ever, and he averages around 20%. See, the AI isn't just winning, it's like it's playing a totally different sport.
So you got to be asking, how is that even possible? Well, these AIs are basically information monsters. They're swallowing up data that's just impossible for a human to process. We're talking analyzing news, social media posts, all in a fraction of a second. They're watching weather patterns across the globe. They're even using satellites to count cars in Walmart parking lots to guess how well they're doing. A place like Citadel, they crunch through 26 times billion market events every single day.
And that brings us to a really important point here. It's not that any of this is illegal. It isn't. It's that the game itself is, well, it's rigged. Not illegally, but structurally. The super rich have these AI tools and data sources that you and I could never, ever get our hands on. It's just a massive, built-in advantage from the start. Okay, but this whole thing isn't just happening in the digital world of stocks and finance. Oh no, it's actually shaping the physical world right around you, maybe even the street you live on. So let's peel back another layer and see how AI is basically predicting the future of entire neighborhoods. And the scale we're talking about here is just mind-blowing. Take a company like Blackstone. They're the biggest real estate company on the planet. They manage $1 trillion in assets. And yeah, they're using AI to figure out which neighborhoods are going to blow up in value way, way before anyone else has a clue.
I mean, really think about that for a second. By the time you or I hear from a friend, hey, you should check out this neighborhood, it's really up and coming, Blackstone's AI probably flagged it 3 years ago. And they've already been quietly buying up properties the whole time.
But here's the kicker. Just having some AI isn't enough. Remember when Zillow tried to do this? Their AI home buying thing? It was a disaster. They lost almost $1 billion. So what's the difference? Well, to win this game, you need two things. Mountains of special, private data, we're talking stuff like cell phone location data to see where people are walking, and billions of dollars to back it up. It's a game that, frankly, only billionaires can play. So this is about more than just making money. A lot more. This advantage is creeping into the most personal parts of life. We're talking health, we're talking time, we're talking about the very decisions you make. It's creating an advantage in, well, life itself. Okay, let's look at a few examples. Elon Musk. The guy gets, over 1 million messages a week? He apparently uses AI to sift through all of it, to filter it, prioritize it, so only the most critical stuff even reaches him. I mean, can you imagine having that kind of laser focus? Or how about Jeff Bezos? Amazon's entire kingdom is built on an AI that predicts what you want. They literally patented something called anticipatory shipping. The AI is so confident it knows what you're going to buy, it starts shipping the product to a warehouse near you before you even buy it. It's wild. And maybe the craziest advantage of all is health. Bill Gates is said to use a personal AI system that tracks 148 different things in his blood, all to optimize his health and, help him live longer. This goes way beyond just getting rich. This is about buying more time, a better life.
So when you step back and look at all these pieces together, the stock market, real estate, personal life, a much bigger kind of scary picture starts to form. we could be looking at the most powerful machine for concentrating wealth that has ever been invented. I'm talking about the great AI divide.
Because while this AI is creating just staggering fortunes for the people at the top, it's having let's say, a very different effect on the rest of us. A report from Goldman Sachs projected that AI could automate up to 300 million full-time jobs around the world. And these aren't just factory jobs. We're talking about white-collar, middle-class jobs, administrative, legal, accounting.
And, well, here's the result. It's not like wealth inequality wasn't already a huge problem. But AI is basically throwing gasoline on that fire. It's speeding the whole thing up. I mean, look at this. The top 1% now has more wealth than the bottom 90% of the country combined. That's a lot.
There's this economist from Oxford, Carl Benedict Frey, who I think just nailed it. He said, AI doesn't replace billionaires, it amplifies them. It's not about replacing the folks at the top, it's about making them more powerful, amplifying everything they already have. So the big question is, where does that leave the rest of us, right? Can you even compete in a world like this? Well, let's do a direct comparison. Let's look at your tools versus their tools.
This really lays it all out. It's basically a two-tier system. Tier 1 is for us. You've got tools like ChatGPT, Gemini. They cost maybe $20 a month. And they're cool, but they're trained on public data from the internet. Then you have Tier 2, their tools. These can cost $5 million a year, or even more. They run on custom-built AIs trained on private, exclusive data that nobody else can get. The gap between these two isn't just big, it's a canyon.
You know, the best way to think about it is this. Trying to compete against them using the AI that we have, it's like showing up to a swords factory with a kitchen knife. I mean, sure, you have a tool, it's sharp, but you are just completely and totally outmatched. It's not even a fair fight. And so that leaves us with one final, pretty heavy question. If AI is already concentrating wealth and power this fast, right now, what does the world look like in 10 years? What happens when this gap we're talking about becomes a giant, uncrossable chasm? That, I think, is the question we really need to start asking ourselves.